Hi, I'm Dr. Joudi Skillikorn. I'm a holistic psychiatrist, and I am the author of the book Healing Depression Without Medications, a psychiatrist's guide to balancing mind, body, and soul. I'm super excited because КИБЕА Publishing asked me to participate in today's Read Aloud, World Read Aloud Day, and I am honored to be a part of that. In my book, I actually discuss the powers of connection and stories and art in the healing process. And so I'm going to share just a little bit of that with you. So I'm going to read from chapter 7, The Mind as Master Storyteller. It begins with a familiar story, which most of us know. It begins, "Follow the yellow brick road," Dorothy is told by the Munchkins and by Glinda the Good Witch. So off she goes, dancing along the yellow brick road in ruby red shoes. Dorothy is told, and so she believes, she must follow the yellow brick road to the Emerald City to find the all-powerful Wizard of Oz, who can help her get back home. Along the way, she meets her friends, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Lion, who are each unhappily stuck in their own tales of woe about their perceived inadequacies. Life would be better if only they had what they thought they lacked: a brain, a heart, more courage, the power to return home. By facing their fears, through the adversities they experience together, Dorothy and her friends uncover their innate gifts. The Scarecrow, despite lacking a brain, keeps coming up with good ideas that save them. The Lion, despite lacking courage, continuously faces danger to protect his friends. The Tin Man, despite lacking a heart, is a sensitive soul who cares deeply for his friends and other living creatures and must hold back his tears to avoid rusting. Dorothy learned she had the power within her all along to navigate her way to Oz, face danger, motivate her friends, and ultimately return home. Their perceived inadequacies were all fictional stories in their heads, and the wizard did not have the power to help any of them. They had to find their own intelligence, heart, courage, and power. On their journey, they learned they were smarter, braver, more loving, and more powerful than they had imagined. You may argue that it was the magical shoes that transported Dorothy home, but shoes are just shoes unless we give them power and meaning. Any good witch understands the power of beliefs and expectations. Wicked witches understand the power of fear to control others. You may argue that the adventure was all a dream, but doesn't matter. As we learned in chapter 6, our brain does not know the difference between what is real and what is imaginary. When people talk about depression, they are stuck, like the characters in The Wizard of Oz, in their own convincing tales, based on perceived failures and deficiencies. I am broken and only a medication and a doctor can piece me together. I can only be happy once I have been fixed, once I find what I lack, once I am thinner, once I am braver, once I have a job, once I get out of this marriage, once I find a loving soulmate, once I have a child, once my child is grown. The list of conditions for happiness goes on and on, always keeping the possibility of happiness far in the future. It is often this thinking pattern and the resulting emotions and behaviors that keep us stuck in unhappiness. Perhaps you too are looking for the wizard to fix you, or some magic pill, not yet believing you have the capacity, by changing old patterns and habits that are no longer serving you, to heal yourself. The point is not to cast blame or judgment on yourself for falling into this trap. Dorothy would never have found her way home if she dejectedly disparaged herself for falling for the illusion of Oz and insisted, "How could I have been so stupid?" It was, after all, facing the challenges of Dorothy's journey to Oz that taught her valuable lessons. What if your adversities and journey with depression are challenging you to wake up and seek your own innate powers and gifts? Thank you.